Hello again, it's Karen from Sensory Solutions, one of those witches, and I've just come to have a look at what's going on in my garden on this December morning, and I thought I'd show you a bit of this comfrey. This is our native English comfrey, and it doesn't grow high up like the Russian comfrey. It's also very prolific around. But can you hear the noise that these leaves are making? They're really crunchy and dry feeling. They're almost a bit catchy on my hands with all their little fine hairs. Let's have a look at the underside of this. Comfrey, also known as knitbone, is one of our best connective tissue and bone healers. Oh, here's a bit of a flower over here as well. Let's have a look. See the flower? And comfrey is one of our main ingredients of a balm that we make called Akes, because, as I said, it's a connective tissue restorative, really fab for helping any muscles, ligaments, tendons, or indeed bones. And in the spring, when these leaves are just really lush and green and we get all the new growth, we pick them and make an oil, and from that oil we then turn it into a balm. So thank you comfrey, Cyphytum officinalis. And what's further down the bed? Oh, Dying Back's the lady's mantle. These beautiful furry, in comparison to the comfrey, these are just so soft and furry. They're almost like velvet. Really lovely. I don't know if you can see how velvety that leaf is on the video. But you can see it doesn't sound anything like that roughness of the comfrey. So lady's mantle is one of the rose family, one of the Rosaceae. So again, it's full of tannins like we have in black tea, or like we've got in the raspberry leaf that we looked at earlier. And those tannins help to bind things together. They're astringents. If any of you know rose water, what it feels like when you put rose water on your face, on your skin, it really helps to bind everything together, draw things in. And lady's mantle has a special affinity for women's reproductive organs, for our womb. It's a great tea to have for our monthly bleeds. And what have we got further along? Oh, here we've got some lemon balm, one of the mint family, with a really square stem. This lovely fragrant citrusy smelling balm, also known as Melissa. It's a brilliant antiviral medicine. It's a great relaxant. It's one of the relaxing nervines that doesn't sedate. It's gently uplifting. And it's so easy to grow in the garden, this one. You've got to be careful that it doesn't overtake. Like most mints, it will just run with itself. And if you put a plant in, by next season, you'll have one popping up everywhere. Lovely ladies, lemon balm. And what's next to it? Here we've got some Hypericum perforatum. So there's quite a lot still going on here in December. And you can see the seed pods here. So I come up closer to them, those brownish seed pods. And this is Hypericum perforatum. So when we pick the leaf, if you look up into the sunshine, it's quite difficult in the camera actually, but you can see tiny perforations. So it's one way of really being able to tell that this is indeed the right plant. And there's a little cinquefoil next to it there. The Hypericum. I love Hypericum. Hypericum, the word, comes from the Greek hyper, over, icum, an apparition. And I like that. I like to think it gives us a bit of perspective to look at our lives. And it's a herb of the sun, so brings a bit of sunshine in. Bye bye to you all. This is Karen from sensorysolutions.co.uk.